Yo, what's up? Welcome to Ruby Cinders. I am Jimmy, the co-owner, and welcome to our little bullshit thing that we're doing. Um, so this is our second go around here, our second video, um, and we are going to talk about stuff. I don't know yet exactly. We'll figure this out as I go along. So this is Ruby Cinders. We're a shop in Tallahassee, Florida. We're a local store owned by two guys. My name is Jimmy, of course, as I said before. And Joey is the co-owner, who you will also see from time to time. We're a gift shop here, and we sell a variety of fucking shit. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing is promoting some of the stuff that we sell, because one, we have no fucking followers to speak of at the moment, nor who knows if we fucking will anyway. But we figure this might be a fun little way to kind of bullshit about stuff that we're into and passionate about, and that we find entertaining, and also to inform you guys about the different stuff that we do here in the future, because we also make skincare products under our brand Sol de Seda. And so this is Ruby Cinders, the store. Sol de Seda is the brand of skincare line, and we have a couple other brands that we will be discussing as well. So hopefully this green screen situation here looks better than the last time. I won't know until I edit this fucking thing, so we'll see. Last time I didn't have any lights in back there. I just kind of propped this fucking sheet up and went with it. So we'll see if we can avoid the little halo bullshit that goes around badly lit green screen. So we'll see. So anyway, last time we talked about coffee. Well, I talked about coffee. Y'all listened if you watched it. If you haven't, watched the previous video. And in it, we had a mug that I designed that was available for purchase. Here we have a different one. Professional crop duster. That's me. I definitely am a gaseous person. I didn't design this one. This is one that we are selling. The name of the company that made it is Crazy Dog, I believe. It's on sale. It's on clearance right now. All their Crazy Dog stuff, I think, is the name. It's on clearance because unfortunately it arrived with some of the mugs have some scuff marks on them, which is what it is. So we just went ahead and put them on clearance, since we're not going to charge full price for a mug that's got scuff marks on them. So, and then I'm wearing this hat here, Duff hat, obviously a Simpsons reference. We sell licensed merch of all variety of different IPs, all licensed officially by through a couple different distributors. We don't make it because we don't have the license. The distributor that we purchase the products from is licensed the shit. So in the future, when I'll be wearing some of this stuff, I'll also be talking about it, because a lot of the stuff that we carry is shit that we're into for the most part, like the vast majority, because one of the goals of our store is to kind of be an extension of our personality in many ways. So you'll find a lot of stuff that we're into, and we're not going to be carrying stuff that we like aren't into or abhor just to make money, or who we want to sell to are people that are into the same kind of stuff that we're into. We're not just trying to make a buck, but we are trying to make a buck in the sense that that is the money we make from our shops is what's going to fund our content. The goal eventually is to be able to collect a salary exclusively through our shop, so that Joey can quit his day job and join me here, and so that we can create other content. We've got a whole shitload of different skits and cartoons and fucking shows and shit we want to do. So for right now, I'm just going to sit here and bullshit about stuff. So right now, I guess I'm bullshitting about our shop and why we're fucking doing this shit in the first place. So eventually the quality is going to get better. We got some lavaliers on the way that the sound I can clip on myself, so the sound will sound better. And if this shit doesn't look good, we're gonna get some other lights. We have some other lights, but I didn't want to bust them out of the storage unit. I wanted to see what we had on hand because we're filming from our shop in the back, back here. Our shop's over there, so I may leave it in if a customer comes in. You'll hear a ding, and I'll have to fucking turn off this fucking shit and go help out the customers. It's been slow lately because we're a new store. It hasn't even been a year yet that we've been open. Although we've been in business since 2017, we really hit the ground running as trying to establish our brands in 2020, and then COVID hit, so that went great. But anyway, what am I gonna fucking talk about today? The Simpsons. Why the fuck not? The Simpsons, I've been a fan of since it came out. I was what, 8, 9 when it came out, so that shows my age. And was a fan from the get-go. Saw it evolve to what it is today, but I didn't really. I'm one of those that kind of stopped watching after a while. After like season 14 or so, I stopped watching. Not that the show isn't good, but it just wasn't for me. I guess it changed in many ways, and I'm not going to sit here and bash it because I love the show. So maybe in another episode where I want to go into more detail about my feelings about the later seasons. I can go into it, but the show is fantastic. I love it. That's why I'm carrying merch for The Simpsons, because I mean it really helped mold me as an artist and my sense of humor. My father and I bonded through the show. We used to watch it together. As we really dug it. So, going back and watching it, as an adult, and you watch the earlier seasons, the stuff that I used to watch with him, I can see why he got a kick out of it. When I was a kid, it was very Bart centric in the first couple seasons, and a lot of the marketing was aimed to kids in that sense. We had all the don't have a cow man fucking shirts and shit, and I really dug on Bart, and I'm sure my father really liked the other more adult humor in it that just went whoop right over my fucking head as a 9, 10, 11-year-old. And so yeah, it was a big part of my life, as with a lot of people, through the fucking 30 years this shit's been on. 30 plus years now that it's been on. And hopefully when they go out gracefully. We'll see. The voice actors are getting up there in years. So I watched an episode relatively recently of like the more of, I think, this season or whatever fucking latest season, and you can hear it. Now, if you watched it probably, successively, or whatever the fuck word I'm trying to think of that I can't think of right now, because apparently I don't know fucking English. But anyway, when you watch them in sequential order, you probably won't notice the change. But when you go from me and my wife watching reruns, of like season 7, and then you're like, oh, let's check out one of these fucking new episodes, and it's like, god damn, they sound older, and you can tell I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm not trying to bash the show. I love the fucking show. Currently, right now, my wife and I are rewatching it. We didn't start from like the first episode. I think we started somewhere around season 4. I love season 4. I think that's probably one of my favorites. The Halloween episodes are by far my favorites. Those are the fucking best. I'm a big horror movie fan, so of course, when they do, especially in the earlier seasons, they did a lot more horror-centric shows where they spoofed and parodied, satirized different horror movies, books, shows, stuff like that. So probably my first foray into Edgar Allan Poe when they did The Raven. You can tell the writers were really into Poe in the earlier seasons. So yeah, I've been rambling on now for about 10 minutes. I don't know. There's no like set time, and these will be minimally edited. The last one, I literally fucking started filming, and I didn't edit anything out. That's why when you watch it, you're like, why the fuck is this asshole like doing the intro 8 million fucking times? Well, that's because that was the test. I literally started out with that's the test. Now, the few fuck ups that I did in the intro on this episode, I'll cut out. It's just going to start with the one that, you know, you saw. And but other than that, the last one, it, you know, I cut out when I turned off the camera. That's what you don't see. But so what I want to do as well with these episodes is just you just watch my mind at work fucking thinking of the bullshit from the word go. I didn't write shit, you know, at all for this. Now maybe as I do have some ideas of certain topics that I definitely want to cover, and reoccurring topics. If I can make this on a regular basis where I can put them out on certain days, as I keep banging on this fucking table, but anyway, there'll be like certain subject matters. I got ideas for certain days if I can do them every day, or you know, depending on how many times a week I put them out, there'll be certain topics that we'll be covering. So I guess this is the fucking Simpsons that we're talking about. And there's so much I can say about it, especially if I want to cover certain specific episodes and things like that, which I'm just kind of glossing over about, you know, my love of the show, and why we're carrying this Duff hat. I initially was going to talk about beer because I like beer. I still like beer. And but as you could tell, it's not scripted, so I didn't talk about beer, which at one point I will. Last time I talked about coffee. At some point I'll start talking about beer or alcohol, because I definitely am a connoisseur and love to drink. Had a problem with it in the past. Not so much anymore. Not really. Nothing that's, you know, bad. It used to be bad. Now I just enjoy it and have a good time, but I can, you know, control it. That's, you know, I'm going to be very forthcoming because I'm just bullshitting here. So it's all fucking stream of consciousness nonsense that I'm just fucking talking about. So nothing is really off the table except for probably politics. I'm not going to go into that too much because it's so fucking divisive now, and I have a lot to say about politics, but this is not that kind of show. Maybe in the future I'll have another show about that is political in nature, because I do have a lot to say about the topic, but no, we're not going to go into that fucking shit. This isn't the show for that. So yeah, that's episode 2. The store, Ruby Cinders, and the Simpsons. That's about the size of it, Big House. Peace.